Welcome back again. Well, I just finished this a couple hours ago, so I thought we would take a look at another film. This is another action picture, and this is released in 2005, and it is a remake. And that movie is Ethan Hawke, Lawrence Fishburne, John Leguizamo, Maria Bello, Ja Rule, and Delta De Mata in the remake to Assault on Precinct 13. It's a remake to a John Carpenter film. Hang on. I'm going to move back a little bit. Yeah. It's a remake to a John Carpenter film. Trying to find different styles to do this, but yeah. It's a remake. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have much to say this since honestly, just like I did with Dawn of the Dead from 2004, I never saw the original. Although I came close to checking out the original, picking up a copy, but the disc was scratched, so I never did. So I had the remake for a while now. So yeah, this is a widescreen copy. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the original, so I guess we will talk about the remake. So let's talk about that. If you're not familiar with the story, this was based on a John Carpenter movie. I think it came out in 1975. I could be wrong. 75, 76, somewhere around there. And it's basically, the plot centers around a group of people. Ethan Hawke plays a cop. I think he's a cop. Yeah, he's a cop. Basically, he finds a rundown Precinct 13. Turns out it's the new year. It's snowstorm. There's another cop that's trying to go after them. And the idea is they're killing these people and just trying to survive this precinct. So along the way, he meets another hitman. I think he's a criminal. I think his name was, if I can remember, his name was Melvin Bishop. So played by Lawrence Fishburne. So he's along the side with Beak, played by John Leguizamo. They're both criminals, so they have to head down to the precinct. Along the way, we're introduced to a secretary, Maria Bello, who plays Ethan Hawke's secretary at the precinct. So, I don't know about this one. So, Ja Rule's also a prisoner. I forget who else is in this movie. That's all I know. Who's in this, I know. The movie actually was written by James DeMacco. He would go on to make the Purge franchise for Universal. And there's going to be one more Purge movie coming out, and that's going to be it. But I like James DeMacco. He's a great writer. He made my favorite in the series, Purge Election Year. I am going to cover that one again for the month. But is this his best? Not really. Because years later, he would go on to form Blumhouse Productions. No, that's Jason Blum. I'm sorry. James DeMacco was a guy who would direct a couple of Purge films. Now, I think he would help, but that's Jason Blum. He's the one who came up with Blumhouse. But anyways, Rogue Pictures usually does some good stuff. Unfortunately, this is not their best. Like I said, it's just another remake to a cult classic. That's the same with the Dawn of the Dead remake. It's a remake to a cult classic. I will someday. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this year, but I will be covering the 2004 remake again. Maybe for this year. We'll see. I am going to cover that and Land of the Dead, so stay tuned for that on the channel. But back to this. I don't know. I don't have much to say about this one. It's just a remake. Try to figure out. Oh, Brian Denny, he's the main cop. And Gabriel Byrne, he's the other cop on the other side. There's the good cops and the bad cops. There's the good cops, which would be Ethan Hawke's side, and you have the bad cops, which is Gabriel Byrne. So their idea is to get out of the precinct and get to a safe place. But turns out everyone is they snipe these people and they're trying to kill them, essentially. Don't want to give away too much, but you probably already seen the original, so I don't know, compare this. This is not really a remake, as I said. This is loosely based. This is not really a remake. It's just loosely based. I don't know. I never saw the original Assault on Precinct. I never saw the original Precinct 13, so I can't really compare the two. I'm just going by what this remake did. I just needed an action picture for this month. But I don't want to give away too much away. The performances are good. I won't show you artwork. I do like how weird it says, but it says right here, it shows Ethan Hawke and then Lawrence Fishburne. Why wouldn't it have Lawrence Fishburne, Ethan Hawke, but the rest of the cast are their names? Like you have John Leguizamo, obviously, Maria Bello. I like Maria Bello as an actress. The first movie I ever saw Maria Bello in was in Autofocus. But she's really good in this, though, too. So it's Ja Rule, or Jeffrey Ja Rule Akins, if you want to be technical. That's how he's credited on. Is he credited on there? No, he's Ja Rule, but on the movie credits, he's Jeffrey Ja Rule Akins, I guess. And Delta De Mata, she's actually from Sopranos, so I never really watched much Sopranos, but she was in Sopranos, I guess. Yeah. So, like I said, this had a good cast. The performances are good. I don't know. There's just something about this. Like I said, it's a fine remake. So, in terms of special features, we get Armed and Dangerous. We get Behind Precinct Walls, Plan an Attack, Crosshairs and Crossfires, which is the behind-the-scenes making, and deleted scenes, and much, much more. But it actually was on the producer training day. So that's a first. Yeah, so I don't really have much to say about this film. So I guess that means final verdict. Should you see Assault on Precinct 13? If you haven't seen the original and you want to see how things change, sure, check it out. I didn't really get much out of it though. But I heard the original's a cult classic, and I love me some John Carpenter. But trying to remake John Carpenter films were just not very good. You find for a couple bucks, check it out. Yeah, like I said, if you haven't seen the original, if you like the original, you're probably not going to like this one. But if you haven't seen the original and you want to see where the series, not really the series, where the remake strives from, sure, you might want to check it out, but you're not really getting much out of this remake. It's just a fine but average remake. I can't really say it's anything too special. Well, that's it for Universal Month for today. Come back tomorrow. I got another one. I got another lineup of 2 movies lined up. So you don't want to miss it. See you then.